Hello and welcome back to another video. We have got I forgot to start recording. Take two. Dadgummit. Alright, let's go again. Hello and welcome back to another video. You may notice that I am currently wearing two lav mics, and that's because I have just received the Saramonic Blink 500 B1W wireless microphone system. This is a wireless lav microphone system that retails for $180. This no doubt is designed to compete head-to-head with the Rode Wireless Go system, which retails for about $50 more at $230. But I don't have a Rode Wireless Go mic. However, I do have a Sennheiser EW100G3. This is a wireless audio system that has since been replaced with the G4, but it retails for $600. So let's see if a new gen portable lav can compete with the cutting edge of last gen systems. All right, let me show you the current setup we have going on here. We have got a Zoom H5 with the Sennheiser over here plugged into XLR port number 1, and we have got the Blink 500 over here, the receiver plugged into XLR port number 2. So they're both on their separate channel, and they will both be recorded into their own separate file. So moving through the video, I'll be switching back and forth between these mics so you can hear the difference. So hopefully that doesn't get annoying, and hopefully it demonstrates how these two perform. All right, real quick, let's touch on some details about the Blink 500 system. I have got the white version. It stands out quite a lot most of the time, but I guess there are some scenarios where this will blend in nicely. It does come in black if you think you'll get more use out of that. The kit I received contains 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. Both have clothing belt clips, and on the receiver, the belt clip actually slides right into a hot shoe mount, which is really an absolutely brilliant little design feature. You have the option to use the lav mic that's provided, or you can use the built-in microphone that's on the top of the transmitter. It also comes with a TRS and TRRS cables to plug into either your camera or your recorder, or straight into your smartphone or tablet. That's what the TRRS one is for. It also comes with 3 short USB-C cables, so you can charge the whole kit at once, and the battery is good for supposedly 6 hours of continuous use. I don't record for 6 hours at a time typically, so I really haven't run into any problems. However, you do want to make sure they're turned on and connected, because I have done that. Anyways, right out of the box, the transmitter and receiver were paired together, so it's really super easy to get going right away. The transmitter has got an audio jack and volume controls on the side. Then on the front, it's got a power button with a little ring of lights around it that indicates your current volume level. The receiver, however, only has the line-out jack and a power button, but I don't think it really needs much more. The Sennheiser, it uses AA batteries and advertises 8 hours of runtime, which is a little bit longer than the other one, but the good thing about this is if your battery dies, you got a 10-second battery change, you have a full charge, and you're ready to go for another 8 hours. The Blink 500, however, you got to wait for the whole thing to charge back up before you can use it again for 6 hours. The Sennheiser has an exterior antenna here, which is good for range up to 330 feet. The Blink, however, has no antenna and is advertised at 160 feet of range. So we're going to have to give that a try and see how far we can actually reliably transmit audio with both of these systems. The Blink 500 is considerably smaller and lighter than the Sennheiser system, which makes it great for throwing in your bag, and just you can completely forget about it and it's there when you need it. The Sennheiser is kind of more bulky and the antenna's in the way. You got to kind of have a dedicated spot for it. The Blink is tiny. So now that you guys have undoubtedly heard the difference between these two systems, what do you guys think? Does the Blink hold its own against the much more expensive Sennheiser? I actually haven't listened to them side by side yet, but I am interested to see the results. So let's get rid of the lav on the Blink and see how it does with the mic right on the top. All right, so all I'm going to do is just unplug this here, and I'm going to leave the Sennheiser hooked up so we have something to compare it to. I guess I'll hook this onto the inside of my shirt here. All right. I guess that works. Are we transmitting? Yeah, we're still transmitting. The volume is a little bit lower, so I'm going to turn this up a click. How's that? A little bit more. Okay, I think the volume's now where it should be. I might have just screwed everything up. All right, so right away, the small size and the lightweight aspects of this thing are really 100% absolutely necessary, because even now this feels huge and in the way. But the thing is, you do have the option to use it like this if for some reason your lav mic stops working for some reason. So this could be the difference between having a productive day of shooting or scrapping the entire day because of your equipment malfunction and you can't get audio. So how does this sound to you guys compared to the lav and compared to the Blink lav? Is it better sounding? Is it maybe just different sounding? Or maybe it's just downright worse? That's entirely possible. I guess you guys actually know before I do at this point because I haven't listened to it yet. Anyways, let's get outside and check the range out on these two things. See how far we can really transmit. All right, I'm laved back up. I got a rangefinder in hand. We're gonna see how far these bad boys can actually go. I did stop between there and here and listen to the recordings, and I gotta be honest, I got some thoughts about it. I'm gonna go ahead and start walking backwards, see if we can't find the range limit of these things while I tell you guys my thoughts. The Sennheiser, without a doubt, sounds unbelievably good. Like, I really haven't used it that much. I got it for a ridiculous steal of a deal on Facebook Marketplace. Like 40 bucks, it was stupid. But the Blink isn't that far behind. The Sennheiser sounds ridiculously good. But the Blink, I agree, it does sound a little muffled, kind of like we're kind of listening through a wall or maybe through some cardboard or something. But it sounds pretty good considering it's a third of the price. Let's see here. We are 120 feet away. Only 40 more feet before we reach the theoretical limit of the Blink itself. We got a long ways to go before we get to the end of the Sennheisers though. We are at 150 feet right now. So I don't know if it's still transmitting. I'm hoping that the Sennheiser still is. But when I did unplug the Blink and just use the mic built into it, I realized that I did turn it up too loud, and I'm gonna redo that in a slightly different test next. But I'm gonna keep on going back and we'll see where this thing cuts out. I'm gonna take a few more steps back, and this should be our limit for the Blink. And we're at, that is right at 160 feet. This is the limit. All right, let's keep it going back. We're at 200 feet right now. Can you still hear me nice and clear? Can you hear me through the Blink still? Possibly? I'm hoping you guys can at least hear one of them. Dear God, I hope I hit the record button. We are at 240 feet. We still have almost 100 feet to go before we reach the limits of the Sennheiser. This is 300 feet right now. We're just 30 feet away from the theoretical limit of the Sennheiser. Has it already cut out? Am I wasting my breath? I don't know yet. We'll find out when we start editing. All right, is the Blink still recording? That would be really a shocker if it was still going. This should be around 390 feet. Let's take it back some more. 111. This should be 420 feet. Let's bring it back in now. Let's see if it reconnects automatically when I get up close. They never disconnected. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I wonder when they would have disconnected. All right, we're in the kitchen right now. Lots of hard surfaces, very echoey. I got the Rode Video Micro on top, and that's my go-to mic. Don't judge, I know it's basic. And we have got the Blink 500 here on my chest. And this is to see how much improvement there is if you're trying to use on-camera audio when you're trying to do an interview like this versus using a lav system like this. Let's see, without changing the volume this time, how different it is when we just use the built-in mic. All right, I'm not going to change the volume. Does it sound any better? Does it sound any worse? Can you hear more echoes? I may have to boost this in post to bring the levels correct, but I'm still not sure. How does this sound? I mean, I'm going to be flip-flopping back and forth between the Rode and the Blink 500 here. Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? Is it improvement? I guess that's really what we're going on, is get the best you can in a situation like this, given two very inexpensive options. The Video Micro is like 60 or 70 bucks. This thing is 180. It's not a huge investment, and if it gives you a lot better quality audio, then I'd say it's worth it. All right, so we're back in the recording room here to wrap things up. Much more sound-controlled environment, using the built-in mic this time, recording straight into the camera. So the receiver's on top of the camera, and this audio is going to be baked into this footage. I did turn it up one click though. Considering the other options out there, this is very competitive, both price-wise and performance, and I like it. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I mean, if I've got the Sennheiser, I'm going to use it over this, but it still does pretty good. So if you guys are interested in grabbing one of these, there's a link down in the description that helps support this channel. I'll also drop that link in the comments for you guys. If you want to grab the Sennheiser, because it's kind of badass, it's also going to be in the description, the 4th gen, because you can't really buy the 3rd gen anymore. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.